Oh, I'm Aiden Geltman, and I'll be performing and annotating slash analyzing Same Song by Pat Morrow. All right, here we go. While my 16-year-old son sleeps, my 12-year-old daughter stumbles into the bathroom at 6 a.m., plugs in the curling iron, squeezes into faded jeans, curls her hair carefully, strokes Aztec blue shadow on her eyelids, smooths frosted mauve blusher on her cheeks, outlines her mouth in neon pink, peers into the mirror on the wall, frowns at her face, her eyes, her skin, not fair. At night, this daughter stumbles off to bed at 9, eyes half shut while my son jogs a mile in the cold dark, then lifts weights in the garage, curls and bench presses, expanding biceps, triceps, pectorals, one-handed push-ups, 100 sit-ups, peers into that mirror, and frowns too. And then at the end it says, "For Libby," but I didn't think that was a part of the actual writing the poem. So right off the bat, we can recognize that there is no rhyme scheme of any kind. The format is broken up into two separate stanzas, and this first stanza focuses on the daughter and takes place in the morning, whereas this bottom stanza is focused on the son and takes place at night. So let's get a little deeper into this first stanza here. We can notice by these words, my son, my daughter, that the speaker is a parent, and we don't know if it's a mother or daughter, so we can just say that it's a parent. So this 12-year-old daughter stumbles into the bathroom at 6 a.m., which is pretty early, plugs in the curling iron, squeezes into jeans, curls her hair, strokes eyeshadow, smooths blush, outlines her mouth in pink, blushes her cheeks, all of this stuff to what? To change herself, which is one of our common American literature themes, by the way, change. But yeah, she changes herself, and not only does she change herself, but she changes herself and then is dissatisfied with it, which stands out in me. She's dissatisfied with her face after all of the makeup, after all of the eye makeup, after the blush on her skin, you know. So she's dissatisfied with herself. And I couldn't help but think back to The Bluest Eye when we're talking about beauty standards. But in this case, she actually obtains the beauty standards and is still dissatisfied. So that's something new. But moving on to the second stanza, where the daughter once again stumbles. And seeing that repetition means we can imply that this daughter is tired. I mean, she's getting up at 6 and going to bed at 9. You know, it seems like she's tired and she's doing all of this changing to herself reluctantly. But at night, the daughter's off to bed while the eyes half shut son, which means the son is also tired, jogs a mile in the cold dark, lifts weights in the garage, curls bench presses, expanding his biceps, triceps, pectorals, doing one-handed push-ups and 100 sit-ups. I can't help but notice, but that's excessive. And once again, the son is changing himself. Whether it be for health reasons or appearance reasons, like the daughter, he's still changing himself. And it could be for beauty standards, but it's not specified. But he's also dissatisfied too, which seems to be the common theme in this. And now at the bottom where it says "For Libby," I did some background research on the author and figured out that Libby is Pat Morrow's daughter, which led me to believe that this entire poem is to recognize her daughter's changing and the time and effort put into, like this daughter, like this son. The time and effort is recognized and put into poetry for her daughter. And that's what I figured out after doing background research on the author. So yeah, I just believe the author is noticing her daughter's time and effort put into changing herself and then puts it into poetry to really extend that recognition. All right, thank you.